I've been at Papillion South now for 20 years, and I'm the head boys basketball coach and PE teacher. For me, a normal day was to be in that little wing of the lunchroom and just to kind of supervise.
Just a normal day at lunch. Got my favorite food at the time.
That was just kind of buried into my laptop and working on some things. From there, it kind of spiraled.
The next thing I knew, I was having trouble swallowing it. I actually couldn't really breathe that much. Basically, my whole entire body's got set to panic mode. In my head, I was just like, is this really happening? Is this for real? I remember I had watched a YouTube video a few days beforehand about what you should do if you're choking, or about that universal hand signal. So I remember I started doing that, and I got the attention of the people at my table.
Suddenly, there was a cry from the table. One of Riley's friends had signaled to me that something was up. Without really thinking about it, I just responded by getting behind him.
When he was coming over here, I knew what he was coming over here to do.
Started the Heimlich just out of default. Then I kind of talked into his ear a little bit, asked him, if he was all right. And when he couldn't say anything, I knew that this was really happening.
I remember during the whole situation, it was fear, panic. There's adrenaline pumping through my veins.
So that's when I kind of stood him up and, got to where I could maybe give a much better thrust. And, lo and behold, it did work out for us.
I felt a whole bunch of relief, but also I was kind of embarrassed too, because the whole entire cafeteria looking at me.
This was the first time for anything like this to happen. I really felt like I was kind of operating on default, and a lot of that has to do with just going through that training.
I definitely think that training is really important. In situations like that, people's typical response is just to stare and watch. They don't really know what to do. So I think the more people that actually know what to do, the more likely something is to be done about that. I
had to go through the training just last May, so a month and a half after this happened. And this time, when I was kind of going through the whole CPR and everything, I was very aware of the fact that, this really could happen again. And I actually was, a little more concerned going through the training. Before you just kind of go through it, this will never happen to me. And I think as a coach, we want to put our players in position to where their reps in practice become just second nature. What you do 500 times in practice, hopefully that one time in a game, you'll be able to execute and do it without a whole lot of thinking. I certainly know that there's a lot of truth to that, and I hope that, we can all, be in position like that to respond.
I don't even know how to put the words. To me, he's just a hero. I don't know how you can really repay that.